Value Show with Cashman and Rondo Brad. Let's go, let's smoke some weed, learn some things, investigate or on the beat, let it rain. We're here to open up your mind to the truth that you will find. So light it up and join the crew. Higher values, we're here for you.
Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. So hey, it's Wednesday, and I'm Cashman, and that means it's another episode of Higher Values. And today we've got a fucking great episode for you. And today, my host is Giorgio. We've got Giorgio as my host today, and as a guest, we've got no one better than who, Giorgio? Who we got, Giorgio?
So, listen, my friend, honestly, if this motherfucker was not going to be here, you guys have to pay me lots of money. You know this. I haven't been here for 3 fucking weeks. Sponsors be a little tight with the budget. They ain't paying us big bucks. So, I know show up. But we got Greenman. Greenman reports this motherfucker, he blowing up, he taking everybody by storm on next. Here he is, my
Hey, how's it
man.
going?
How we doing, brother?
Good, good. How you doing? Good to see you,
Not
Giorgio.
too bad.
Man, it's good to be here,
So,
man.
as
We
we
are
got
glad to
everybody
have you
coming in,
here.
we have what's this? 4 cases of the High Nine beverage
Yes.
to give away. If you have not tried this, you need to be 21 and up to enter. Listen, my friends, 21 up, U.S., Canada only. We're not sending this shit overseas, get seized by customs, having motherfuckers take our goddamn products for free. We want to give it to people who can enjoy it. So if you have not had it yet, please get in comment section, let us know so you can be one of the first winners on this. We got 4 sample packs, 21 and up, US and Canada only, motherfuckers. Let's get this thing going, my friends.
So, Green Man, you know, I think everyone saw that, you finally hit monetization the other day. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
I think we have to respect the fact that, you took the time and, did it the natural way and wasn't a reply guy. Like, shout out to you for that.
For the most part, yeah. So for the first few months I was posting, it was just I was replying to who I wanted to reply to. I was replying to big accounts here and there, but it was only if only if I had a relationship with them, or if I could think of something funny to reply to. It wasn't like that wasn't my goal. I just wanted to, do it from my own, from my own videos or whatever. Toward the last 2 weeks, though, I did do. I went full blown reply guy. And I'll be honest, man, it almost killed me. It was the most disheartening thing having to, like, I was spending 15 hours a day. I mean, by that point, I was at like 3.1 million, 3.2 million or something. So I had, I only had a couple of million left. But it was, it was gross. It just felt gross having to do that.
I
But
mean,
I
I
mean, it's
get
what
it.
you need to do at the moment. At the moment, it's how the system is set up. It's not perfect, but we'll get there.
I mean, honestly, as someone who, like us, we understand the reply guy. I have to show this one here. This one, I say a funny thing, and it's very offensive to some people. Elon Musk, he get the response to my comment, and honestly, ever since this moment, I get suspended multiple times. I get mass reported. These motherfuckers, they throttle me. Maybe I should delete the comment, but no way, my friends will keep this one up with pride.
Yeah.
But
You
Thing is, you
kept that
never
one
really
up with
can delete
pride.
anything anyway. You know what I mean? Nothing gets deleted, man. Everything's there. People will find it.
mhm.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
yeah, I mean, it's the internet. Everybody can find it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely. So Is that one of the reasons why we never get to know who Greenman is? Is that because the UK government? Is that because the Chinese government coming after you, my friend? What's going on with this?
So many conspiracy theories, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna disavow any of them because I love that fact that that's going on. No, I mean the Green Mass thing is it was this man. It's just like anything in life. Like nothing is linear, right? I mean, this hat I had from a Halloween party that I went to years ago, where I went as Clockwork Orange. You remember that film, right? Stanley Kubrick. So I had the whole getup. I had the suspenders and the white shirt and everything like that. But it's hilarious. I went out to a gimmick shop and I went on the day of the party to find a bowler hat to use, and they had none. The only place I could find was like a proper, like, uh, these people make hats for like the royal family and shit. Now this cost me like 300
Mm.
pounds. This hat was like it was so expensive. But then yeah, the glasses were the kids Halloween thing, and then the mask was, I just really liked. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I liked the Charlie Day's character, Green Man, and what it represented, kind of thing. It was almost like it was him. It was still him, but it was like with the volume turned up, almost. Right? Do you know what I mean? So I liked what it.
Change a character.
Yeah, yeah. It was. It's a pretty cool way to
That's
just.
where that
Yeah, And the
that's where
vest
that
and the
came
shirt and
from
shit, I
was
just
from
wanted to
the
fucking
sun.
stand out. It's because I'm a fucking. It's because I'm an Arab and I like the gold. My friend, it has to shine. So I got the gold vest
Mm.
just as a wow factor thing. But yeah,
I am blown away, man. I could not believe I skipped over the Always Sunny in Philadelphia with Charlie and his Green Man. Like I am just like it's
yeah.
you saying that. I'm just like Jesus fucking Christ. Um,
Charlie, that's one of my favorite all time shows. I mean, there's other shows that I really like. One of my favorite non comedy ones is Dark. I don't know if you've seen that on Netflix. It's the German one. It's a three season. Well, that's a wicked one. But my favorite all time show that's been consistently good and hasn't really lost much in terms of being relevant. Like they still hold up today. You could go back to the first, second, third episode, and you can still find funny of them. They're dated, but they're not too dated where you can't enjoy them, right?
mm,
Yeah, I just think it's genius, man. So yeah, it started off as that. This channel, what I was supposed to do originally was it was just going to be like some steampunk murder, mystery crime like story channel, right? That's what my original idea was, and have like this fuck. But then I thought that is so fucking douchey. I was like, fuck that. Like, do you know what I mean? Let's just do comedy instead. Let's get high and fucking
yeah,
laugh and
totally.
stuff. Yeah.
Hey,
That's
at least you was like, hey, that's fucking douchey. I ain't doing nice bullshit.
oh,
Yeah. It
that's
started
what they'll
off,
get.
like that, but then it's kind of. But no, man, I just want to have fun and make fun of everybody and have a laugh.
Hey, you certainly make fun of me, my friend. You got your subscriptions. I have to say this. It's no offense. Look, I
Yeah.
pay you $5 fucking, my friend. $5. When's the last time I get titties in my DMs? What's happening? You're not putting my face out there saying, "Hey, go
Are my
follow
dick
this
pics not
person, do a
coming through?
subscription shout."
He's not getting no
Bro,
dick pics or nothing for $5 a
Nothing.
month. Nothing.
I
What the
said,
fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Must be they're
But
in the post, bro. They're in the post.
it is what it is,
It
It
is what
happens.
it is, my friend. Nah, yeah. Well,
It's,
the subscription
uh,
thing is amazing that it opened up so quickly for me. But I think it was literally only because I hounded them every day. Every day I was DMing support going, oh, by the way, can you have a look? Can you have a look? And they were like, yeah, no, it's this and that. I was like, no, I get what you're saying, but can you also, like, I do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm making video content. I want to share my music as well, all this kind of stuff. So I think, yeah, you hound them. Yeah, I know people will be
you
waiting
have
for,
to stay in there.
you know?
You got to be a little asshole to them. I
You
understand that.
know,
Yeah, you have to have those.
as a motherfucker that's been on this goddamn app for coming on 2 goddamn years, I've been waiting on subscription for like
Yeah.
18
Well,
fucking months. Motherfuckers.
when was your last good post, piece of shit? Tell me. When was your last gift? Let's be honest, you know.
Well, it wasn't the fucking goddamn press release I dropped on this because I fucked it up twice.
We'll see. Can't fucking
Dude, this is
spell,
where
you
this is
know.
where ChatGPT is your friend, right? Take anything that you type, just go, can you just spell check this for me before I post it to the world?
Apparently, because Brad can't fucking do it for me.
We don't do spell check. I take it all, I put it in Grok, I say, hey Grok, please write this professionally, and I post whatever I say. And I hope you learn from this because I'm not going to reread it. It is what it is.
You need to triple check everything, man.
Yeah, don't trust Brad with anything.
You know what I
No,
used to
Got it.
do in the beginning, right? Before, like when I was still figuring this out, like I used to purposely put spelling mistakes or mistakes in the videos, hoping that people would be like, "Yo, that's not like you spelled that wrong," like, and to get them to comment, kind of thing. I in the first couple of videos, I put the wrong, not the wrong date, but I put like Saturday, and then if it was the 18th, I put 19th, right, of whatever it was. But I don't know, man, because I never wanted to do like the engagement, proper engagement farming thing. But then I don't have a problem with actually getting more engagement if you're providing more value, right? It's like the ticker on the bottom of the news reels that I do, the
Right.
news blast. It gets people to like watch it once for what I'm saying, and then a lot of people go back and then watch it again for the ticker. But it's not really. I don't see it as a cheap trick. I just see it as like, you're adding more.
I watched one today. I think it was the one you dropped today, and it said something about people bullying you. Be less gay.
Yeah.
And me and my son were sitting there, and he was like, "Man, that's so true at my school."
Yeah.
I'm
Some
like,
of see the thing with
"Well,
the headlines is some of them are actual headlines. So some of them are real headlines that I've gone and found, and then some of them are headlines that I've embellished, and some of them are just totally made up. So it's like I try to because if funny's funny, right? The funniest one I found,
mm,
but like it's a bit long to put in, is I think I did put it in once. Was uh, a high woman, a stoned woman joins search party looking for herself. Like this woman was like super high, and like they were like, this woman's gone missing. Do you want to come find her? She's like, yeah, cool. She went out
mm.
in a search party with these people to find. They were looking for her essentially, and she didn't even recognize the picture of herself, which is fucking. I don't know how high do you
yeah,
have to be.
Brent, we're smoking like Elon and Joe Rogan, except we ain't paid like Elon and Joe Rogan.
Yeah, there's no
Well,
shareholders who's gonna tell me off for getting
this
on.
is good time. He bring it up. What are we smoking on? As always, we hit the company shills, my friend. First off, we roll right into it with Das filters. Listen, Green Man, he has a little bit of tar and resin on his face right now because he's trying to smoke through, and he don't have a fancy carbon tip filter. Nothing that keeps that shit out of his mouth. I feel sorry for him. But if you would have went over to DOS filter, sent them DM, these ones they can send over. If they go more time, you get the 10% free. Use code higher value. My friends, you get a little bit discount, save some money, save your lungs a little bit. We don't know how much it takes out, but it does provide cleaner experience. You don't get the tar on there. Very nice. Very nice. All right. We got Shill over. Hopefully they fucking pay me for that one.
Buy more
Give me
shit.
the money. By the
Yeah, I
way,
was
I
thinking about
clipped
starting
your
to
little
because I don't have
fan
any.
blower.
Yeah, my face blower. Yeah, the Greenman special. I was thinking about doing because I don't have any sponsors or anything like that. I was thinking about having like a segment in the show where I start doing like fake sponsorships for stuff, like just fake products. Like, do you remember what was his name? Do you remember when Weird Al did a couple of movies back in the day? Do you remember that shit? I
My
think it was called
friends.
UHF or something like that. And just made fun of like all kinds of shit. But they had like fake TV adverts and commercials. So I thought, well, I always wanted to like do a few of them. So until I get actual
So,
proper sponsors, I might just do
so
fake advertisements.
I have to be, before you do this, be very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
careful because this was before you follows me. I understand it's no worries. When this piece of shit Rando Brad, we all know he loser. When he used to do the news and before he stopped, I don't know what happened. Anyway, um, he had fake advertisement of Giorgio and that's when I come on. I tell everybody, hey, you buy my cars, low price, 49% APY. We hook you up. We all go past Moon straight to Uranus. And then I make cryptocurrency coin, and then I fuck everybody over, and then I make lots of money, and then long story short, now we're here.
It's a
So
story of American success, my brother. It's fine.
that's it, my friend.
Capitalism.
We just keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
So be careful, what you get sucked in.
See loads of people in the chat, man. Can I just say hi to some people? Dev, what you saying? Vladimir, good to see you. I got B Trader in there. Oh, damn, there's loads of people in here. TNT, hey Mandy, Joe. The whole crew's here. Cool, man. But yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking about doing some fake advertisements and stuff. I just want to try different things, man. I think like the beauty about like not really doing things for the algorithm is that you just get to do stuff for yourself, right? Like you just get to do fun shit. And that's always what I wanted to do with this. It's just fun shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm just lucky that people resonate with it. And I'm fucking psychotic enough to create videos that people watch. Bro, it's insane.
I understand.
I love the fact that sorry, go ahead.
No, I understand what you're saying. You can almost say whatever the fuck you want, and you have just the same people, no matter what, and they always look forward to it. They ready to fucking laugh. They ready to have a good time, and we appreciate that one. Let's
Yeah,
try to be nice for a second.
exactly. Hey, Jazz. Yeah, there's loads of people in the audience. But yeah, man. So like for me, it's always just been what I want to create first. I mean, I even with the whole Twitter thing, it wasn't even like when I started, it wasn't like, oh, this is going to be a career. This is what I want to do. That it became that, but in the beginning, this was just somewhere for me to have like a creative outlet, right? Because I used to be in a band before. I used to do lots of music stuff. I used to write music and do loads of art, not art, but like that artistic side of your brain. Use that a lot more than I have been. And then like in the past maybe 5-8 years or whatever, it's just been really cerebral career, cybersecurity stuff. So it's just, I didn't get to use it anymore. So when I first started this, it was just somewhere to throw that up. Like I've got other social media accounts, not for Greenman, but like I don't use them for anything but just storing my music because I've made a load of like music videos of my covers or my original music and stuff like that, blah blah blah. So it was just supposed to be that. It was somewhere like, oh, I want to get back into like video editing. Because I used to do, not to the scale that I do now, but I used to make like, so I had my own company that I tried to launch in like 2014 or whatever. I did pretty well for like 3-4 years, but I used to make all my own marketing promo videos. So I downloaded like the whole Adobe suite and tried to learn how to use that and videography and all that kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then kind of gave it up when I got into the career that I'm in now. And then when I came back into it, I found CapCut, and I was just like, this is so much easier. And it's just ever since then, it's just been using that. But like this all just started because I wanted to have someone to just fuck around and throw my stuff up,
Hey, CapCut ain't no fucking joke, bro. There's so much shit on there.
Yeah, it's crazy what you can do. There are limitations, but like they're starting to work through the limitations. So before, if you wanted to, if you wanted to have like, let's say, just a video, and then you're walking in front of the screen. If you wanted to have a word behind you, so you're walking, so there's a word hanging in the air, and then you walk in front of the word. You have to do it within layers, and you have to cut yourself out and paste on top, blah blah blah. Now you can just like structure them, kind of thing. But then with every iteration that they do, it gives you more ideas to push the tech even further, right? So my last video, I think it's still posted, pinned. Are you really happy? Whatever. There's one scene that actually took me about 6 hours just for this one scene, which was where it starts in the Happiness nightclub, right? In the Happiness Vault, and then it zooms out, and then it zooms out to the outside of the nightclub, and then you see the bouncer standing there, or whatever, right? That scene from because there were so many different layers, and the zooms all had to be perfect on all the different layers, and then the music had to change from inside music to outdoor music. And then as it's zooming out, because my character's there, you couldn't just zoom out through me, so I had to go opacity, like, so I had to become translucent, and then it basically morphed into me. Like, it was so many different things. But then with every iteration, the beautiful thing about CapCut is that in the next update they'll probably sort that out. It'll probably just be like, okay, you can clip them all, you can compound all these clips together and then zoom out as one, because at the moment you can't really do that. But yeah, so
You're
it's
speaking a foreign language to me, past like adding transitions and some music and a couple
transitions.
effects and stuff, and like, but
So
Yeah.
we do most of our stuff on mobile, and we have like an AI software studio, and then our producer in the back, he might totally understand what you're saying because I get in CapCut sometimes on the desktop, and I know what you're talking about, like where you can add all those different layers and things. Personally, I have way too goddamn extreme ADHD where like after 5 minutes in that site, I'm like, okay, I need to go somewhere else because this isn't happening fast enough. That's one of the reasons to get totally serious why like as soon as I saw some of your shit months ago, I was like, hey motherfuckers need to follow him. Because I saw the time, the dedication to what we can agree, you're just having fun, you're just fucking being, yourself trying to explore. But at the same time, you're putting that amount of work into it to make it resonate, grab attention. It's much more than just grabbing templates and just shoving your face in there. We can tell. So I
Yeah, no.
think
Yeah,
that's one
thanks,
of
man.
the
Yeah, and that's the
cool
thing. I
things that
mean,
maybe
I think we all have access to this technology. Do you know what I mean? It's just how you implement it. And I've always been, I mean, man, the thing is how I am with Greenman. I mean, all my friends will tell you this. My partner, how I'm like that with every single thing in my life, right? Everything to the extreme. Like I can't just learn how to play guitar. I need to be the fastest shredding fucking, like, do you know what I mean? I can't just skim the
gotta be
surface.
the best.
Not even the best. I just need to like just experience it fully, right? Like, do you know what I mean? And then part of that is like becoming good at this thing and seeing it in different ways and other people use it. I don't think anything that I do is that it's nothing that I literally learned how to use. I'd never used CapCut before April, right? I'd never made videos like this. I'd always made, the videos that I made were like promos, but they were just using B-roll, right? Nothing I was in where there was no kind of like writing script or trying to be funny or thinking of idea. Like there was none of that. It was just like, call to action, blah blah blah. Here's the website, go buy your shit. So this is totally different. But anyone can, man, I'm retarded. I'm retarded. Like anyone can do this shit. Honestly, you just have to.
Same, bro.
You know what I
Like
mean? Like
same. I ain't
it's
gonna lie.
all the tools are there, man. Just don't listen to anybody telling you, oh, this is how you have to do it. Tools are there. Figure out the best way. Like, be creative, right? So
Right.
I could go, okay, use CapCut for your video editing. Shoot yourself on your phone, right? Use Grok for your background images. Like I use this blue screen because obviously I'm green. Get yourself a green screen. Make your own music on Suno, and then off you go. You're off to the races. But like the actual putting those things together, that's where the sauce is, right? Like you can
Right.
feed a horse to water, but
the
unless you hold its face under the water, it's not going to drink. That's the saying, right? Pretty sure.
I mean, even getting in that creative mind flow and then breaking I think one of the biggest barriers for me, I have so many videos that like I've made and I've just deleted because I'm like, nah, this one ain't even good enough.
Yeah.
But like it, I've had to push through, like just fucking post it. Like who fucking cares? It,
Yeah.
half these people don't even like me. That's what I think about like right before I post it, just so I can work up the courage, just some dumb shit out there.
Either that or he'll
Um,
send it to me like, should I post this? And I'm like,
that's too far.
what fuck you sending it to me for? I'm gonna tell you to post it.
Yeah.
Like the
But
Yeah,
fuck.
no, I know what you mean, man. Even me, like some of my most popular, like some of the most well, received videos are ones that I hated when I was making. I was like, this is not funny. People aren't gonna like this. Blah blah blah. And then it gets like, 20, 30,000 views, which for me is fucking out of this world considering my follower count. But like, it's it's never, how you see it is almost irrelevant, because no one, how it's received is going to be completely different. Everyone's looking through it through their lens of their own realities, their own personal experiences, and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If they resonate with what you're saying, it really shows when you're not trying. Like, it shows when you're trying. Like, someone who's trying too hard, we can all recognize it, right? And as someone who's like, I don't give a shit, this is just what I'm saying, you can like it or not, I think that resonates as well. It's very hard to fake. And I think, like, our community, right, the people that we surround ourselves with, are all people that are doing it in the way where they're not trying to be fake. I mean, I know obviously Greenman's a character, but it's a very like tongue-in-cheek character. It's almost like I'm being satirical about myself. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's not like a kind of like take me serious character. It's just like, even the character within it has a character. So if you look at some of the videos, I'm backstage with my muse, which is the other character, and then I'll go into ladies and gentlemen mode or whatever, right? So even within that, it's kind of like showing that, like, okay, this this character has different layers to it, or characters to it, or no one's one fucking thing. Nobody's one personality all the way through. This is why social media podcasts are taking off, and mainstream media is dying. Is because we don't buy that crap anymore. Everybody's one thing. And so this is another thing I wanted to do with this character. Even though I'm doing comedy and it's skits and all that, I never wanted to be just one, pigeonholed into one thing. Like, I don't want to just do the news blasts. And even if I did, I wouldn't want them all to just be political, right? I put funny shit in there as well. Or even with when I did my take, the Greenman Quickies, which is like my take on the one sentence question post, but like also add a video, making it like fun. Like, do you know what I mean? I always wanted to think outside that, and to be able to do that, you can't just be one thing. Lots of people say when they've seen the videos but they haven't heard me talk, and they come into a space, they always say the same thing. So I didn't expect you to be like that seeing your videos, and that's on purpose. It's just because, like, well, I'm not one thing. None of us are, right? And you should be able to.
Right.
Not just do characters, but actually just be yourself on there. And I think that's that's the beauty of X compared to anywhere else. It's like, this is one of the only places that you can really have different facets of your personality. You don't have to be just like the dude who posts recipes, or the girl who just it's just tits or fucking whatever. Like, you can be a bunch of, you can be yourself. So I just tend to do it with a green mask on.
I think that's some of the people that I don't want to say like I'm looking to follow, but like when I'm looking to make deep connections on X, I like to see like exactly like what you were talking about. I want to see a layer of your personality. I want to know I'm talking to a real human, and not just a what do you want to talk about? An engagement farmer, somebody who's just looking for quick, bullshit back and forth. I want to have fun and like get to know like this. I want to get to know you, have conversations with you over time, and feel like we're connected.
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough. Like, and I think that like what you were saying, there's a good portion of the community that's doing that, and that's the stuff that I love. I love seeing, like we had Mandy in the chat. I love all the things that she does with the variety of nature content. It's
Yep.
just inspiring. You get to see, so many different layers of like her personality through that, just as an example. Anyway, let's just
Yeah,
that
no,
was
you're
a great
absolutely right.
point
But I
though.
also think, you have to meet people where they are as well. I mean, like, you've noticed, like, when me and you chat, Brad or Cashman, like, we chat to each other in a very specific way in comments. But then you see me chat to somebody else, like, I don't chat the same way I talk to you. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not
Right.
going to send a tidal wave of dick pics to somebody who isn't, Brad, right? The tsunami of peen is not coming anybody else's way except Brad. But you have to meet people where they are. Sometimes people just want to come in and they want a light, surface level conversation, and that's fine too. Um, and also some people really don't know how to navigate socially online, right? Like, you have to, like, some people do not know, like, they, like, in real life situations, even that's iffy. But like, they think, okay, I'm online, everybody's going to see what I'm typing. I have to be a certain specific way, or I have to act in a certain
Hmm.
specific way, because I'm too afraid of messing this up, right? Um, so you have to take that into consideration as well. So, and obviously there's 90% of people out here are fucking weirdos, man. Like, you just gotta, they're just freaks. They're freaks, but
Just I'm the weird.
We love our freaks, man. That's fine. That's fine.
Find the weird you like, and
That's
find
it.
the friends in that same weird zone. I can tell. Um, I see we have somebody. Oh, okay. There we go. Yep, let's get that. If we got somebody for the high nine, again, we're giving that away. And in the second hour, if you're
Yes,
sticking
yes.
around,
YouTube is where the on-screen banner's at. Right away.
that's true. Um, if you haven't tried it, US and Canada only, 21 and up, unfortunately. Sorry about it. Second hour, we're going to open it up to people who have already won it in the past. We're giving it away to you too, but we want to really stress giving it out to people who haven't tried it yet. Give them a fair shot. Where are we at? 30 minutes into this.
Dude, this mask is gonna
We
be
all
black
covered.
by the time we're done. This is fucking resin. My first level
You got
I
test.
told you should have just cut a hole in that thing, man, just enough to stick the
Yeah.
J in there.
Yeah, but then I cut a hole and I'm gonna want to do the mouth, and I'm gonna look like what's that zipper head one? Remember back in the day, the puppet show, Zippy, fucking. I mean, yeah, man, I don't want to fucking look like Zippy.
Uh-oh. Chris says Greenman 01 t-shirts are shipping.
Oh damn, yeah. I saw who got theirs today. I think Justin got his today. They're finally starting to arrive. The new website should be up this week with the new supplier as well. Man, that spring. If you're ever, bro, if you're out there, if you're thinking about doing merch or anything like that, don't go with spring or spring.
While we're doing websites, highervalues420.com is live. You can catch all our merch and everything we're doing over there. Go
We're
check it
also
out.
officially off Teesprings.
Yes, we don't fuck with them anymore. So
Yeah, same.
Had
But,
issues there.
yeah, it's terrible, man. And it makes you look bad as well because like you have nothing to do with it. You've just gone onto a
Right.
site, do drop shipping. You know, I did my due diligence. I looked at stuff. Everybody was using it. Like 2 years ago, it was spot on, right? It was working.
Yeah,
really
that's all
well.
I heard a couple
Yeah.
years ago. People using. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. And then yeah, because all you're doing is you're going on there, going, all right, T-shirt, hoodie, this that, and the other, putting your designs on them, and then they do everything like so. But it's still obviously it's your brand, right? So it kind of looks terrible. So I had to shut it down. And lots of people called them out, including myself. I sent them so many emails. But yeah, so I'm glad they're actually starting to ship them now. They basically said they either ship or refund, which is a shame, really. But if you do have a Greenman 1, you're one of very, very few people who will ever have one. So congratulations on that. The next one I'm doing, I want to do the video. No, because tomorrow's going to be... Yeah, so the next week's one of the videos I'm coming up is Stephanie did another art competition for me, the winner of which I've already chosen. I just haven't done the video yet because of all this stuff with Teespring, but the winner of which is going to be the design for 03. So Greenman 03 is going to be a design for that, and I'm going to split any profit I make, which would just split it, right, between me and the artist. So I'm going to make a video announcing who won. And then that will be live for a month, and then obviously we'll move to Greenman 4 and 5 and 6. But yeah, man,
very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So yeah, I don't know where it's going with this XTV as well, man. I'm hoping that this starts taking off soon, you know, because it's promising, right? XTV and all the stuff they're doing there. And actually, yesterday's video was the first video that I used the Media Studio to upload.
Studio, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't used
Got
it
to do
before.
that if you wanted to stay on XTV for whatever reason.
And it stopped October 28th because I noticed that if you uploaded onto X normally, it would just automatically show up on Media Studio. But from the 28th of October, like you have to upload it through there. So, I mean, it makes more sense. There was so much crap on XTV. Like every GIF that you used was showing up on your page, wasn't it? So,
that's not what you want. It doesn't make sense. So, yeah, I get it.
Nah.
Yeah, but can't wait for that shit. The Greenman NFT. Ooh,
fuck off.
Uh-oh.
That's debatable.
If you ever see anything with my name on it and like any coins, it's not me. I'm not doing that shit. If I do, you know I'll go real fucking desperate for money. You know what I mean?
Tiger,
I mean,
you heard it here first from Greenman. It is not him. If you see a Greenman NFT, it is not him. He did not sign off on that.
If I start shilling NFTs or crypto, you know my cocaine habit has gotten out of control, and I've probably sold everything, including the dog.
I clipped
now,
that.
and now I've started
mm,
a Greenman coin. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not really into that stuff, man. I barely even wanted to
that's the
like my
same.
merch story isn't even live. This is how fucking un. I mean, I am motivated by money, but like at the same time, I want it to be for something. Like, do you know what I mean?
Right.
Rather than just be like, hey, buy my course on how to make a course and sell that course on
Buy
fucking.
my course on absolutely nothing where I provide you zero fucking value.
Mhm.
A lot of that stuff you can find unless the person's accomplished already, right? Like if you're buying, I don't know, writing skills from fucking Aldous Huxley, right? Then I get it. Like, do you know if you're taking a course, but it's just some random, like you know that most of that information you're probably just going to be able to find on YouTube anyway. Some people are great at curating, and I'm not going to take that away from them. But like, to be honest with where your sources are, and let people do their own stuff. Don't, man. I went into this one. It was like someone gave me like this free pass for their thing. Like, oh, come out check out my how to whatever it is. Every course is basically the same. How to become a success, whether it's on X or in real life or with women, whatever it is, right? You're a loser, and I can make you not a loser. So basically, they were like, come check out this course. Like, I've made this whole thing. It's like a fucking month-long course or 6-week course or whatever. It cost people $1,000, $2,000, whatever the fuck he was charging. And I went in there and he was like, okay, this is you can't tell anybody because this is super secret information that I've come up with myself, blah blah blah. You know what it was? You know the 4-quadrant fucking personality thing that you have, like, you have a type A personality, which is like the super sales dude, and then you have like all the different types. It was literally that, but instead of like a square, it was a circle. And that's all he did. And it was just like, bro, what do you mean this is like, don't talk about this. This is secret. This is everywhere in every fucking set. Day one, if you've sold door to door, if you sold doors door to door, they're gonna fucking show you this day one. Like, what are you talking about here? It's not. You're not doing anything special. So that's the. I'm not saying there's not good ones out there. It's just a lot of. You have to really be careful with who you decide to give your money to and what who you listen to. All the stuff is out there, man, and you kind of a grifter or a bullshitter when you see one, right? And that's not to say that you can't get. Not everybody's 100% one thing or another. There's people out there that I don't like what they do whatsoever. I think a lot of their stuff that they post is very clickbaity and is very kind of engagement farming. It's the stuff that we all of us don't like about engagement farming. But they also drop a lot of nuggets as well, like a lot of cool, really insightful things. And so you have to kind of sift through the shit and go like, okay, this is gold, this is gold. No, this is crap. This is you just wanting engagement. This is false or whatever. But like, in between those there's some great shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I like to say, um, it's just Twitter. I know it's X now. I get it.
No, it's
Um,
Twitter.
so like, while we're, there's value, there's this, there's that. It's also just fucking Twitter, and at some point, it's not that big of a deal. I if you're gonna
I
shit
think
post, I shit post all the time. Like,
the monetization program changed everything about X or Twitter or whatever. I mean,
well, yeah,
it went from
obviously.
fucking we post goddamn memes on that bitch, and now you paying me to do that, motherfucker. Well, that motherfucker didn't pay me last time. Bitch better pay me this time. I love you, Elon. Please pay me. But um I'm just saying, like, please, I mean, it's usually only like $28 or some shit. I mean, I'll take it. Like, just can I have my $28 back? Fuck it. Like, give me my shit back. I ain't even asking for the $100 ones anymore, man. I just give me $20. Fuck it. Pay for my blue.
I mean, that's part of the problem. I think now everybody's worried about their tweet cred and making sure they don't say the wrong thing that gets them negative in the ad bucks. and then this is going to be our baseline for the universal basic income. They're testing it out right now through the algorithm. I should have the Dale costume ready to go for this, but like they're going to put the Neuralink in our heads. They're going to use everything that we're saying on X, and they're going to be like, hey, you can't say that shit anymore. If you do, you're going to get deboosted. You're going to get your universal basic income reduced. You're not going to get as much, money. And if you do say all the right things, we're going to take care of you. And I think that's something to be scared of. But, that's my opinion.
I don't think
Greenman, you
they're on
gonna get
that.
a Neuralink?
Oh fuck yeah! Listen. You have no idea. People always fucking listen. I am retarded, right? Like it makes no difference to me. I've lived already. Listen. We've had experiences of uh being kids. Like we're like one of the last generations to not have grown up with anything like having to be bored, right? So we've experienced that
Yeah.
part of life. We've experienced the change. Mobile phones, first getting them. We all grew up around people who were like, "What do you need a mobile
Mhm.
phone for? You're not a fucking stock trader." Right? Do you remember that shit when people used to say that? Oh, you're not a stock, you're not on Wall Street. What do you need a fucking phone that you carry around with you all the time for? Right?
Yeah.
We were there,
You
and then we were there for the
got a
fucking turn of
boss.
the we were there for the turn of the internet as well, when everybody was like, "This is just a fad, like nothing." Why would you ever put your credit card details on the internet? You're always just gonna get ripped off. Everything on the internet is just, MySpace and porn. That was it, right?
I remember that.
Right. So we've
MySpace
Well,
and
witnessed
it's
all
still
those.
porn.
We've witnessed all those
basically same
changes.
still.
We've witnessed all those
Low
changes,
key.
and now it's almost our turn to be the ones who are going, no, 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 this technology isn't good. Like when mobile phones, there was people who were against it, saying, "What the fuck do you need that for?" When the internet came out, there was people who would, when VCRs came out, bro. This goes all the way back. I was reading the other day, a while ago, about when the printing press first came out. People were so fucking against it that they used to go burn them down. They had to hide them, blah blah blah. They were so against the printing press because they thought that if once you wrote something down, like the storytelling aspect of our culture just fucking would get eroded completely, right? So even the printing press, even something that we fantasize about, going back to reading a real book and all this shit, that was only the fast however many hundred years. Before that, it was just storytelling. Books were like, they were people were against having books on mass. I mean, obviously you had, to back then you had to write a book. You had to really want to fucking write a book, right? Like, do you know what I mean? By hand and make the shit and sheepskin and whatever else. Once that came around, people were against it. This is our turn now. Shit's coming out now, but it's coming out faster. Anything that we're against because we didn't grow up with it, the kids being born right now, today, in like 10 years, it's going to be completely normal. Neuralink is something that is going to be so fucking normal for kids. I'm so fucking down for having it in my head that I actually, when they first announced they were looking for paraplegics, right? I wrote them an email going, listen, I ain't a spaz, but like when you do want like a normal person, like I'm ready. Fucking plug me in. Plug me in. I'll do the life. I'll do the next half of fucking life or 3/4 of life fucking wired up like an AI. What the fuck? Why wouldn't you, bro? Like, do you know what I mean? Fucking hell.
I'm good.
Fuck
I'm
that.
cool. I'm
Bro,
cool.
every part of your brain, like just on tap. You're like, you know what? I want to come right now. Like, and it just fucking happens. Huh? Tell me.
So
I don't want to be
I've
depressed
accepted
today. Boom,
vampire.
happiness. You know what I mean? What the fuck would you want to do that? The fuck? What are we talking about?
I'm good with vampire. I don't know about that. Sounds great, but I think there's also the Terminator side that I'm like, "Ew, I don't want the Neuralink.
I don't want to be taken
Vampires.
control of.
Yeah.
If vampires are real, I want vampires to come down right now, and I will be locked in as a vampire for the next 2,000, 3,000. I'll go. I'll go as a vamp.
Bro, I just want the come button. That's like, I mean, that's the
I
fucking
just want the come button.
Yeah,
road.
I get that. I respect that.
It's late enough for this conversation, right? Yeah. Everybody, if you're watching, your kids should already be in bed. This is on you. All right. If you have children around you, this ain't my fault. This is you did this to yourself.
You shouldn't be watching this show if you got kids around, to be honest.
This is
I
not
mean,
my fault.
honestly, now you
No.
brought up a good point.
Yeah.
I want, you know, I might have to get one of these for the old lady. I mean, honestly, you brought up some valid points. I'm buying in. That comes.
And what point? What was the point that sold you on it? What was the one defining moment that you think in that whole
It was the cum.
When he
The
could
cum
figure
bunny.
out how to hack that motherfucker.
Yeah, just fucking.
Bro, do you know that they actually did that? There was
9:30 in the morning. Fucking.
you know that they actually did that once? There was a woman. This is like in the 60s and 70s, and they went to. This was total fluke that they did this, but they basically put a wire into her brain that was stimulated by a button that she used to get to press, and they did it to stop her seizures or try to do something, but they accidentally put it into the pleasure part of her brain. So every time she hit the button, she would come, right? You know what happened? After a while, her fucking thumb had blisters on it because she was pressing it so much. She'd worn down. I'm not even joking. You can look this up. But don't believe a dickhead in a green mask. She'd worn down her fucking her thumbprint from just sitting there just for fucking weeks, man. Weeks, just constant. Didn't get anything else done in her life. Just hitting that
Every
sweet,
15-year-old
sweet
has been there.
bro.
Every 15-year-old boy has been there. We have.
Magic phone
tried to
button now.
figure-
You don't even have to. You don't have to have. You don't have to have the lube. You don't have the privacy. You don't have to have nothing. You're just on the train going, oh,
That's-
fucking. Right? It's an app on your phone.
TNT says talk about a news blast happening right now.
I'm about it. Just
Blast the news all over your face. No, but think about it this way,
shit.
right? If and I know they always sell something on a way, and there's always like a dark side to it. And we all know the dark side, man. And people are gonna be in your fucking brain, and I get that, right? But think about people that you know
I
that
don't
we've
like that.
known with like massive chronic depression, for example, or people who have just zero, like even the mobility stuff and everything. That makes more sense, obviously, right? Like people who are able to hear and now can't hear, giving them that function again, or paraplegics be able to
that'd be nice.
use their limbs again, anything like that. I'm talking like that's the obviously we need that. Yeah, that's number one. What you should be focused on first. But like version 5 and 6 is when the cool shit comes in, right? And that's when the like, okay, now I need to be hyper focused, right? Or I need to retain information. It's like we're already there. If you think about it, we're not connected into it yet, but we're like literally one step away. Our phones have everything that's ever been recorded by humans ever, right? Every bit of information that you've ever wanted to know from the beginning of the universe till now is here, right? We didn't ever had that. You used to be able to go, man, you know how many fucking cars of mine I fixed because of YouTube? Like I haven't used a mechanic in fucking years, right? It's just like, oh shit, like my radiator's gone, or oh shit, I need to like this has happened. Let me troubleshoot. Do you know what I mean? It's just wasted on the dumbest we've ever fucking been. But like we're there already. Like, do you know what I mean? And then AI or not AI, VR is like a little inch closer. It's not connected into us yet, but just remember, you can't uninvent something. You cannot, right? Like you can't step back progress. Like it just has to happen. So it either happens in front of us where we're all like talking about it, or it happens where we go, we should stop this research on AI or on whatever else it is because it's bad, so we should ban it. And then it just happens underground outside of our site. But for me, I know that my kid, all right, she was growing up in the world, but without it. But her kids, for example, it's gonna be completely normal. Oh, what are you, 18? Now you get the chip. Now you can be an adult properly because your brain's all working on all cylinders now. Now you get the cum button. 18, you can have your cum button, right?
You can have the button.
Right? You just fucking sitting there hammering
People
that shit
are
all day long.
reserving that.
That's it. Video games
No, we
are
gotta
gonna
reserve that for
change.
25.
Yeah, maybe,
When they're fully developed.
Yeah, maybe 25.
Let's save
Maybe
it for
just
25.
shut off the cum button part. Like so they can use it everything else, but like that's like do you know what I mean? That's like an upgrade.
You gotta on your 25th birthday, you gotta go to the doctor to get it unlocked.
It's just an
You
app.
gotta
You
earn
just
that
fucking
shit.
upgrade.
Fucking
Happy birthday.
achievement unlocked. I'm sold. Fuck it.
Bro,
Sign
how
me
are
up.
we going to
Put me into
traverse the cosmos in this meat wagon? How are we going to traverse the cosmos in these meat wagons, bro? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we
I
gotta
want
have
to
a
see
combo.
Mars. I want to see Alpha Centauri.
I need to go fucking, straight, past the moon straight to Uranus. Honestly, I need to go
Deep
there.
and hard through the outer crust of Uranus. You know, it has to happen.
You gotta penetrate deep And you're right, we can't do that in this. So
This meat wagon isn't built for hard deep penetration. Are we losing? Yeah, no, we're gaining for. Okay, fine. I was looking at it, going, how many
I
people have fucking
cannot
left?
believe I cannot believe you have just immediately convinced me. Like I'm still a little on the edge. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's
I'm
such
not
a big
all done.
step, and I get it. It's such a massive step, putting
But
something in your brain. But how old are you, bro?
I I'm gonna be 34 next week. So I'm at
34.
the
All right. So
point now.
by the time
Well,
they
I
can
could be
actually do
dead in
this,
20 years.
yeah, you got like maybe 20, a solid 30 left, whatever, right? No, it's not
Yeah.
maybe 40, 50. So by the time this shit comes around where they're going like mass produce, right? We're ready to just jack in and
No,
come
like
button you.
I got
5, 10 years, right? By the time that you're 40, you've already lived half
yeah.
of this shit. Like the
I've already
rest
got
of
two,
it is
three twerk offs in. Like I'm done. You know.
right. Now think about it this way
Just
though. If you didn't do anything else to yourself, right? Like if you didn't, let's say you carried on eating and drinking and partying, whatever, like you were when you were 20, right? From the
mhm,
age of 40 onwards,
good
bro, you
times.
you keep doing that. You're just degrading everything, your mind, your body, everything's degenerating, right? Everything's breaking down. So I don't want a longer lifespan. I just want to be fucking fully functional till the end and then just fucking drop off, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So
Yeah.
like for me, I think
I'll
if
be in
this
the
can be
suicide
Alzheimer's.
chamber when I'm 85 and fucking
And another thought that I had was think about it this way, right? So let's say, for example, you're on a bunch of
97.
medication.
97.
You're on a bunch of medication for a bunch of stuff, right? High blood pressure, depression, even
Mm,
okay, even like testosterone replacement, all those kind of things, right? Things that you're taking from outside and putting into your body. What if version 5 or 6 or 7 are plugged into the parts of your brain that produce that stuff naturally? Is it then is it then more natural to do that or to take the pills and the outside stuff? What if it could sort ADHD out or manage it in a level uh, um, with wires rather than pills? We're just trading one thing for the other. It's still something that's in your body. But I get it. Like I get it. It's so fucking new and it's so sci-fi, man. But think about it this way: the first ever Black Mirror episode. Well, when it first came out, it was like, oh my god, like that's so cool and such a twisted way to look at the future. That is already happening now. The whole premise, I don't know if you remember the first episode of Black Mirror, right? But the whole premise was some dude kidnapped a princess in the UK, and to give her back, he wanted the prime minister to. Spoiler alert, by the way, if anybody hasn't seen this, but this came out fucking 2011, so get with the times. But
get over it.
he basically to give the princess back. He wanted the prime minister of England to fuck a pig live on TV, right? And then the whole story was them trying to find this dude, blah blah blah. But anyways, he ends up doing it. Like the prime minister ends up doing it, and the princess was released. But the whole twist in the story was the princess was released into the streets of London 20 minutes before the prime minister fucked a pig. And the guy who stole her's point was, you're all too busy looking at your screens, your black mirrors, to notice what's going on in the real world. And we were all like back then, like, oh my god, wow, like dystopia, blah blah blah. We're there already. Like we're there now. It's so like when you watch that, it's more about the pig fucking now than it is about the what it was originally intended for, which was that we're all kind of locked into these screens, and these screens are actually could be argued like an evolution of us, right? Do you know what I mean? Because you say it's not, man. It's fucking constantly
Arguably.
calling. It's asking for your attention all the time, like always, ding, 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 ding. It's always asking. It's there, right? It's just not,
Well,
you know, fucking
would that
alive.
change if we were vampires though? Like, is it too late to commit to vampires?
I
I want to
don't
double
think it
back
is,
on
bro.
this.
I think if you want
Or
to
is it?
drink blood and eat flesh,
I don't
you have
like
two options.
blood, bro.
I
If you want to drink blood
think
and
you'll
eat
get over
flesh,
it.
you have two options. You can either become a vampire or like the church, right? Those are the only two places that you can legitimately drink.
Oh, I ain't going to the fucking
You'll get away
church.
with it.
It's sad. Those are the two places. I'm not knocking
Well,
anybody, but you got to admit it is a little bit weird that you kind of
vampires, lizard people, same.
bit of total.
But
But yeah.
I don't want to be a
Anyway,
lizard,
cheers,
but
boys. This has been a
vampire.
long time fucking coming. This coming and hanging out with you guys, man. It's been a while. I think we've been planning this for like what over a month now,
Yes.
Randy. I keep
I
on.
always step on. I always try to like step on. Just I'm grateful that you took some time out of your life and spent
Absolutely.
a damn hour with us. A little bit of the pre-show. You know, I really appreciate that. And fuck's sake, man, I know it's goddamn what, 2 o'clock where you're at? Holy shit! For I don't know what time it is, but I know you stayed up late for us.
Yeah, no worries,
So
man. It's 4 o'clock,
I'm
but
just pushing.
like I'm a night owl anyway. It's all good.
Oh yeah, so he's about to wake up in a couple hours, and it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, you see, I'm actually have a coffin behind here. I'm a day walker mainly, but I put the mask on to protect me from the
You already
UV.
got the you already got the Neuralink in? Is that what I'm hearing?
I
Bro,
think he
I'm telling you,
does.
I'm ready. I am ready. The day goes ding. All right, we're looking for volunteers for just the normal fucking. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
I mean,
Can you imagine,
I would
bro?
have.
Just no conversation. You're never losing a conversation ever again. Everything, every point you can make, you're already connected. You know everything spot on. It's gonna be Wild West in the beginning, but that's when you want to be involved in shit. It's a Wild West period of time of stuff, right?
Yes.
Right. So like even with X, this is still the fucking Wild West. Payments are all over the place. We don't know what's going on. It's free speech, but there's also the remnants of old X still on here. Like the tweet crap. This is all just Wild West times, man. We're fucking cowboys here, right? And then there's the ones like we can use that to our advantage because pretty soon like everybody's gonna be set in their fucking whatever it is. The app would have figured it out. And then new people are gonna be coming in. By that point, you want to be, whatever you're doing on here, just be work towards it. Whatever's happening with the platform, let them fucking figure it out, right? Like, I don't think that this is going anywhere, and I don't think he. I think he knows he's being watched by everybody, and everybody's waiting to go. Well, you see, it's not the free speech platform because you can't do this and this. Everyone's waiting for that. So I don't think his ultimate goal is to censor. I think a lot of that is a lot of moving parts. Man, there's so much fucking shit. Like even if you think about it, like they're just experimenting with stuff at the moment. And yes, they're experimenting on us, but the flip side to that coin is we're also experimenting on them. There was payments. I mean, I wasn't involved in this, but there was payments that came out one week where everybody just got like a bunch of money for no one knows why. Like shit like that happens ups and downs. People get pushed into the limelight and taken away. Like this is the time to just stay the course, like right, and do what you
Yeah.
wanted to do on here, because eventually, like we're not following anybody's. We're not following paths at the moment. We're going out into the weeds and leaving fucking trails for people that are going to follow this after us, right? So fuck whatever X is doing with the platform. Just carry on. If you believe in it, if you don't, then yeah, you guys are in other places as well. Obviously, you got Twitch, YouTube, fucking wherever else, blah blah blah. But like, stick with this as well, man, because it is the Wild West at the moment. You couldn't do it. I couldn't do this on Facebook. Like, I couldn't do this on Instagram or anywhere
Right.
else. Do you know what I mean? So we're incredibly lucky to have something like this and to have already established ourselves as much as we have. We have our silos, we have communities, we have multiple communities between us, right? That we flitter between. Someone coming into X now, or someone who's going to come on to X, let's say in like a year's time, it's going to be so much more difficult for them to uh,
Fucking yeah.
connect
Yeah.
as we have, right? Because it'll all be set then. Like because this is all new, we feel this camaraderie between ex users. Like, hey man, I don't know you, you don't know me, but like we're in this. How fucking crazy is this app, right? Like, yeah, we. What's your background? Yeah, me too. I came from Facebook where I was getting suspended. Well, I came from it. Like, do you know what I mean? This moment in time, we're
That's
not going
just
to have it for very long. We're not going to have it
yeah.
for very long. Once this app sorts itself out and everything's like established, which it will in the next couple of years, 2-3 years or whatever, it's going to be a completely different landscape. So we're really at the ground level here, man. You know, that's why I love it.
I mean,
I'm fucking high as shit. How
honestly,
much am I blabbing right now?
no, you're good. I'm gonna piggyback on that because, like, for fuck's sake, if it wasn't for X, this show would have never even got started. I never would have met,
True.
Cash Man. We never would have fucking been assholes to each other online and then assholes to other people together online and then said, hey, let's start a show where we're just trying to figure out if we're going to keep being assholes or, maybe be nice to people. And then we said, hey, let's bring people on and let's get to meet them. So maybe we understand who they are because maybe we're just being assholes for no reason. And, sometimes that's turned out to be what it was, where we're just like, okay, you know, we have no idea what your perspective is, your background, getting to know people beyond just text. Uh,
Yeah,
Spaces
yeah.
is a great way to do that, but like
Oh,
this,
something like it.
getting to see you face to face ish, it we got to utilize these tools while we have them. You know, we have all these different stream capabilities where you can do, you know, your fucking. I hope they do video spaces integrated a little bit more so we can rotate speakers with video.
Fuck
I think that would
spaces.
make it cool. Yeah, that's his opinion. But I hope they upgrade it
I love it.
so that we can, you know, utilize it much better than what we're doing right now, where we're live on X. I hope that we can be live on X with spaces. We can bring people in the chat and, you know, just throw them up here. And
If
I
they
hope
could
that's
have
what
My
they're
only
doing.
my only gripe with spaces is every time I get in them motherfuckers, I get kicked out or I can't hear.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's because you're
I
an
hope they
asshole,
upgrade.
bro. That's not because of spaces.
Oh,
Right.
well,
So we
maybe
gotta,
that
let's
might
talk
be
about it.
it.
They already
Yeah.
know.
No, to be in all
They already
honesty,
know.
in all seriousness, I think if spaces were more like a Discord VC, right? But then with an audience as well, that would work so much better. Because then
Yeah, it
anybody
would
who
be
on
way
stage,
better.
anyone who on stage who wanted to be on camera,
Right.
could. If you don't, if
Mhm.
you didn't, you could turn it off. Also, as an audience member, you can adjust everybody's volumes individually, right? Because sometimes you go on and people have the micro, they're literally fucking deep throating the microphone, and some people are standing in the garden. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's the fucking volumes all over the place sometimes. So having the ability to fuck with people's volumes individually might be really good as well.
Definitely agree there. My man, we are coming up on our hard break for commercial because we gotta take a piss. It is 100% up to you. I know what time you just said it is, so if you cannot stick around, I
What's up,
understand. I appreciate
Nocticula?
you being here for an hour.
Yeah, man.
But we're gonna take a quick piss, and I mean, you don't have to commit for the whole next hour if you just want to hang out.
I
And
could
then
I
you're
could
just
probably chill
ready to pop
for
off.
what time is it? US now, 11. I could probably do another half hour if you guys are cool with it.
All right.
We
Let's go
also
take a
got
piss
Nutty
and come back
coming up.
another half hour. Oh yeah, we got another asshole coming.
Nice.
All right. Everybody, go hit that come button. Come back in about 3-4 minutes.
All right.
Toasting to the highs with every sweet drink. Hot knives that alchemists watch the world blink. Beverages so fine they lift you above. With THC, honey's a potion of love. Raise up your cup, let the good times flow. Hot knives got the secret, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Roll it up, light it right, let's ignite this night. DOS filters got the goods, everything feels so right. From carbon to the paper, every puff pure bliss. With the roller in hand, I just can't resist. Ease your mind, elevate your vibe. DOS filter, the choice you make for the crowd. Manifested greatness, yeah, it gives me chills. Rise up, keep your yeah. First step in the game, we innovating and creating. Chiba Pest the name, got the flavor that we're facing. High quality vibes, NFTs with a twist. Grow your own herb, it's a cannabis bliss. NFTs with utility, it's more than just a trend. Chiba Pet's the vibe, coming right with the best. High quality dreams, we're above all the rest. NFTs shining bright, in this garden we trust. Grow your own herbal kits, it's a must or bust. We elevate our life with Rendo and Cashman. We elevate. I got that sticky, inky cheddar weed delivered straight to my door. Ain't gotta leave my house no more. Just sit back, relax, and feel the soul. I inhale the sweet aroma and feel the weight lifts off my shoulders. This cheddar weed, it's got me feeling right. I'm floating on a cloud all through the night. No need to stress, no need to worry. Got that sticky icky delivered in a hurry. I'm living the dream, feeling so free. Thanks to my cheddar weed delivery. Elevate our life with Rendo and Cashman. We elevate
Yo, what's up, guys? So we're back from draining the main vein because my fucking eyeballs was goddamn floating. So we got Chris joining us today, aka Nut Masterson. If you don't know him, go drop him a follow on X over there. What's up, man? How you doing? What's up, brother? How's it going?
Hey.
Get that other asshole up here. Nope, he ain't back. Where's Greenman? He back?
Yo,
What's up, man?
going on?
Whoa. Greenman, this is Nutty. He's our guy that kind of helps us get off track in the last hour of our show here. Him and Brad and I, we get going, get the bullshitting. I don't know what Brad's doing. He's probably beating off in the bathroom. Be
He's
honest.
hitting that fucking come button, bro.
Probably.
Just smashing
He probably got the Neuralink.
Sorry, guys.
He was in there hitting the come button, wasn't you, motherfucker?
Test that out. Honestly, sign me up at this point. If they'll increase my payouts, give me a come button.
Listen, I mean, if the payouts are good enough, I might consider it.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to limit what I'm saying. That's going to be a key. But we'll figure it out.
I think it's,
if I can
bro.
figure out
People
the vampire.
try new shit all the fucking time, and okay, it's like I get it, whatever. It's like it's uncomparable, and I've just thought of this right now. I've put no thought into this at all whatsoever. But like, you wouldn't want to do it to a kid, just like you wouldn't want to, like, I don't know, fucking trans a kid, right? But like, if a fucking 40-year-old wants to cut his dick off, then like, you should be allowed, right? Do you know what I mean? So why not just fucking, once you're 40, bro, just get the plug in. Get the plug in. You've already done half of it retarded. Wouldn't you want to be a genius for the rest of it? Like, do you know what I mean? Walk into the bar, be like, yo, pub quiz, I got this, boys. Sit down. Don't worry. It's all fucking connected. I remember every single thing. Bro, recording your dreams. Did you imagine that shit? You don't want to record your dreams?
But yes.
That'd be sick.
No. I've had some bad ones. I've had some really,
well, not
really
okay.
weird ones.
Even that. What if it could be like, it could detect when you're having a bad dream? It could fucking sort out your, PTSD. It could fucking ease all that kind of shit. It could do the same thing that psilocybin does for PTSD, but without the psilocybin, right? Like, do you know what I mean?
I do.
I mean, we're way off of
but
this.
Since you
like,
brought
I'm
it
talking
up,
fucking,
honestly, I think everybody needs a good dose of shrooms, like once every 6 months to a year. Go meet Jesus, have that full on dose, come to grips with reality,
I do soon.
and stop being an asshole.
I would say every couple of years, every 2 to 3 years, you need a hard reset. Right?
No. Okay. Maybe not every 6 months. Good call.
Every weekend, man. You gotta meet God.
I don't know, man. Every 6 months seems ideal.
I guess it depends on where you're at with your life.
I don't do the full purge every 6 months. What do you want to call that? The somewhere between the full dose and the little bit too much.
There is such a thing as
such a thing
as too much perspective, right? You don't want to fucking drown in perspective.
I don't like when I uncontrollably start crying for 45 minutes on this shit. I'm like, wait a minute, this is supposed to make me feel good.
Exactly, especially if you do.
That's when I know I did too much.
Especially if you start crying for 45 minutes right after sex as well. It's not it fucks with your head, man.
Oh no.
What's happening? That's out.
So
you feel grateful. You feel it's rewarding. Just all things.
I just want to make note that the pinned tweet in the Higher Values to Gin chat has been replaced this week.
Oh yeah,
it was replaced, and so I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah, let's still that community where we post our
This is
stupid
not
shit.
the post that
Um,
it took over, but this is a funny one.
oh, yeah, there's
That was the original.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. That was good. We got to get better in here. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. Mm, you know,
That's not bad.
like a good ditty. Jay, you gotta step it up in here.
Yeah, Jay. What the fuck is this shit? Brad, what the fuck is this stupid shit?
Yep. Jesus.
Would you like a dry rub? Jesus. Okay. Jay. 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 We need to talk about it.
That's me every day.
Me looking for the fruit snacks after wienering your mom. This is what replaced. And you know,
This isn't what I want to see, but these that's what we're talking about.
Look, that's
That's what we're
America's
talking about
ass right
with
there.
bullshit.
You better watch it.
look, this is the kind of memes we want to fucking not necessarily see, but this is the type of content we want. Not necessarily Mike Tyson's
also-
ass.
Hey, that's
What?
not Mike Tyson's ass. That's America's ass. Get it right.
But
That's true.
I'm just saying, if you want your shit featured
bad.
on the Gen Hour, hop in that community and post your dank shit. And the only rule is don't be a bitch
No
and don't
dicks.
report shit and no dicks. If you report
I'm
something,
out.
you're automatically
I'm out.
kicked
No
out.
dicks. No dicks. I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Well,
No-
you
no
can
more
send
dicks.
those to our DMs privately.
It's public
Just
or
don't put
nothing.
those in the. No. We don't want to share.
I mean, honestly, if you give me some like just big green dildo action,
Yeah.
honestly, I ain't gonna be mad about it.
They don't.
Like
They don't.
I'm here for
They
it.
don't call me. They don't call me Girthquake for nothing, bro. It's fine. I'll send you some pictures.
Nocticula says my last shroom experience was not the best. I hope I meet
Sometimes it's like
Jesus
that.
soon.
Sometimes those shrooms will
I need some
they'll
chocolate.
take you left, they'll take you right. Sometimes you go upside down. Sometimes you cry about it. Sometimes you get mad about it. You know, either way, I think it's something we got to work through. And I heard a long time ago, you can't have the full experience until you do the mental work first. I don't know if that's hitting anybody at home right now, but you got to make sure we're actually remembering to be grateful for things, be thankful for everything that we have in life, because honestly, it's kind of a gift that we get to experience this fucking dumb shit that we do. No matter what point in life you are, it is a gift that you get to experience this. Take that as just from somebody who's almost wanted to kill themselves. Whatever, we'll move on. But wherever it took to get you here, you're here. So just be the best you that you can fucking be. Sorry for that power dump there, but
Speaking of killing yourself,
anyway,
there's no way that jet fuel burns steel beams. All right, I'm just gonna say this right now. Also, can we even talk about Tower
I'll say it
7?
out loud.
Has it been long enough now? Like the shit just fainted in the background.
Okay, there's one rule on this show. There's a certain religion
There's a rule.
that we cannot hard attack.
I'm not attacking anybody.
Um,
Also, let me just preface this by saying that like I am born and raised in Egypt. Like I'm not fucking coming at this as a, do you know what I mean? So that's like that's my
I'm
mentality.
saying,
All right, I'll
there was a
finish
certain
whatever the fuck I want
the
about my
person
own
who owned
people.
the building the person who owned that building had a certain religion that he was attached to. So let's just keep the finances there in free reign. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. I'm just saying physics wise, right? Buildings don't collapse in on themselves at free fall speed through
Yo,
the
what's up,
most
Dan?
path of resistance. Just gonna have to put that
No,
out there.
that
There cannot be one live show
um,
that goes past without me bringing up 9/11. Just so you know, because I
I
feel
mean,
like
honestly,
it's been enough time.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
That
You know,
well, yeah, but that's an obvious one, bro. That's like
hmm
that's conspiracy 101.
Are you
but I think
sure?
they're tied together. I think they're tied
Quit
together.
How
talking.
sure are
I
you?
don't.
Like, super sure that Epstein didn't kill himself?
I'm as sure that Epstein did not kill himself as I am sure that Bill Gates caused COVID. I'm dead
Dude,
set
I
on that.
swear to fucking God, if you keep bringing Bill Gates up on this motherfucking show.
I
I
just wanted to
mean,
express how sure I am.
how sure are you about the Bill Gates thing?
Well,
About as
he
sure
needs
as
to
you
be
are with
I'm
done.
the
pretty
Epstein.
damn sure.
Oh,
I'm pretty
God.
damn sure. The chip industry in America is booming right now, and we have to look at statistically the Chinese economy is they're working out of their hole. But we certainly crippled that economy. We shut them all the way down for months. I know we shut down our economy too, but all the bigwigs, all these super elites, everybody that's in the Bilderberg group, all those people, they made lots of money. Pfizer made a lot of money. Bill Gates made a lot of money, and so the story goes.
Oh, Bill Gates is a nice guy. He wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Plum Island. Something about Plum Island, and then they closed down Plum Island after COVID. They moved it to Kansas, but Plum Island is America's version of the Wuhan lab. So it's like it is what it is. Did they create it in the Wuhan lab? Did they create it in Plum Island? Did they spread it from Plum? Whatever, whatever. Bill Gates did it. The
Wuhan,
whole
Wu
damn thing.
Tang, Poo Tang.
hmm
I don't know, something like that.
He's doing the mosquitoes right now that are basically dropping fucking malaria bombs on people or whatever the fuck it is.
Haven't
Like
they
this
already
is
released those genetically modified mosquitoes into Florida somewhere or around there? They were saying.
Probably.
Yeah, and those are also the ones that are turning the frogs gay. So, um,
Whoa, the frogs are gay?
You know what the hilarious thing about that whole thing is? You know that like how he worded it was retarded because he is retarded. But like what he was talking
yeah,
about was the chemical dump that was happening that was
very
turning
true.
a certain amount of frogs in this certain part of the river like hermaphrodite. So it was literally just basically making them asexual or whatever. So that and Alex Jones's brain got turned into frogs gay. But there was an element of truth in it. It wasn't like, frogs were going around having, gay pride month. They didn't celebrate through June or anything
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
it's.
You go down to every pond. There's just like rainbow flags,
Oh, Jesus.
frogs and G strings and ball
I've
games.
seen people hopping around. They're talking about ribbit, ribbit.
Real bit,
They're
yeah,
being so.
exactly.
Oh, hell.
Real bit, yeah. Jesus Christ. So Nutty, you're a bit sideways, bro.
Yeah, I got to charge the device.
Right there.
Oh,
Yeah, he use his phone.
Oh.
well, he's like Paul Wall. He's sitting sideways, and that's
Sitting
okay.
side. Hey, I ain't heard that song in a minute. Sitting sideways. Like, I'm not
Really?
gonna say that.
I wake up. I wake up every morning. I listen to Rick Ross hustling, and then I get right into that
Every
Paul
day
Wall
I'm
sideways.
hustling.
Every morning I wake up with those. And then as soon as I get out of the shower, I put on that Turn My Swag On remix. These are old school, but I have to look in the mirror, say what's up. I'm getting money, and do the whole song. That's how I get ready for X. Um, I, Greenman, how do you get ready for X in the morning?
Well, my mornings are afternoons now, I guess. But I don't know, man. I wish I had a structure to this fucking craziness, but I don't. Like, I'll wake up. I have to stop myself from looking at it because I always do that, right? You wake up, the phone's right there on charge. You just turn around, right? Okay, check the notifications. Don't answer anybody because as soon as you answer one, you have to answer all of them. So just look at them and then come back to them after your morning, after your, the toilet and the coffee and the fucking, whatever you need to do. Then sit down, and then I'll do it. But I've started doing this thing where I try just not to look at a screen for the first 20 minutes, half an hour when I wake up. But you always, it's almost so habitual now. Like you just go, oh crap, now I'm looking at my phone. Like you don't even think about doing it. And then it's just scrolling. Like so, I'll have my work laptop opened up here. I'll be doing that while thinking of ideas, and I'll have my my writing app up, writing script and shit, and everything all at once. And I think it's the only way my brain like really works. Like lots of people try to change the way that their mind works rather than try to use it in whatever fucked up way, but just use it for their advantage. Like I've never been medicated on anything. Like I haven't even been tested for ADHD or autism or anything like that. Like my kid is like, yeah, Dad, you're on the spectrum, 100%. But like, I don't like the idea of I know how my brain works, and a lot of people's brains work the same way, right? Like our brains, especially our subconscious, is very susceptible to information coming in and us just taking it as truth, right? And making it true. So if a dude in a white lab coat with a fucking clipboard tells me I have X, Y, and Z, my brain's gonna believe it, right? And then it's going to start going, oh, you're acting like this because you have this thing, or you're only thinking like this because you have the, and then it becomes an excuse, and then you're a fucking victim. And I'm not a victim. Right. So like for me, I would rather this hodgepodge way I've managed to fix how my fucked up brain works rather than having somebody say, you've got ADHD, you've got autism, you're on the spectrum, you have, whatever else fucking litany of things that I have, because then it makes it like a rubber stamped in my mind. No matter how much my conscious mind is going, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you to the doctor, my subconscious is going, well, this is a guy of authority. He's saying something that we have to take on board even slightly. So I would rather not know. And in this case, ignorance is bliss when it comes to that, because then it's going to affect how I live my life, how I view myself. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, even if it's just a little bit, and I don't want any of that shit, because nobody fucking knows anyway, man. This is all guesswork. For 30 years, everyone thinks lobotomies was like 100 years ago. Man, the last lobotomy that happened was like 1979 or something like that, right? Do you know what I mean? Like we know fucking nothing about the human brain. You're gonna tell me that giving people meth is gonna solve me being hyper? Like, no, go fuck yourself. Like I will deal with my shit. Sorry, I know you got your finger up.
Does that pertain to coaches on X?
Coaches on X, bro. Anybody like this is the thing.
There's 7,000 of them now. Holy shit! Sorry,
everybody, and they all
I just found a new one today.
Did you really? This is the thing, man. You say something with enough confidence, people will believe you, right? That's the whole thing. But people will believe a lot of things. If you look like an expert, or if you have a degree, you go into a doctor's office and the dude tells you you've got fucking whatever, right? But we all know the brain's an amazing thing as well. It can fucking change. There's people who've had fucking cancer or beat it just through sheer stubbornness. I'm not saying do that. Go for the fucking chemo, right? But I'm just saying the power of the fucking mind. Like, man, like, do you know what I mean? The power of your brain is fucking amazing. Right. So don't feed it the wrong things. You start getting those influences, then that's wrong. Obviously, if someone tells you can fly for long enough, you're not going to be able to fly. But, like, there's amazing things that you can fucking do. And the flip side is right as well. We all know those kids that had, like, amazing amounts of confidence, or maybe you had amazing amounts of confidence, and then this one thing fucking happened, and it all shattered, right? There's also people out there that had none, and this one thing happened, and they were on this amazing trajectory because of a fucking one thing that fucking switched in their brain, right? Do you know what I mean? It's literally a piece of meat with fucking electricity going through it. We have no idea. We throw drugs at it thinking we know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I am available for children's birthday parties and to speak at weddings and bar mitzvahs for a fee.
I mean, you could have just turned that into a course, honestly, and just sell it on X like everybody else does.
Right, exactly. If I really wanted to do this, bro, I would clean up. I could clean up, but I'm not a piece of shit. Well, I am a
There's
piece
a
of
whole
shit.
lot of mental health there. Like that's good advice though. Like I just want to double back. You were talking about cancer. Let's be a little more realistic. I used to struggle with anxiety very bad from my PTSD symptoms, and they still happen. I do deal with it, but like when they put me on that thought process of I have anxiety, that was always where I was mentally for a few years. It's like, oh yeah, I have anxiety. I have get out of that shit for a minute. Like you we all have anxiety. Cashman has anxiety. Nutty down there, Greenman has anxiety. Everybody has anxiety.
Listen, bub, I live in a
You have to
state
do
of anxiety.
right. Like you just have to figure out how to navigate through anxiety. That's the difference. It's not
Yeah,
you
and
have
people can
anxiety,
show
you
you
can't do anything with it, like you gotta figure it out.
exactly. And people can show you different ways, but you're the only one who knows yourself well enough to figure out
Mhm.
which one of those ways is going to work and which one doesn't. And unfortunately, that only comes with trial and error. Like nobody's going to go, "Oh, what are your symptoms? Here's a pill. This is going to fix you." Like it's so rare that that works out, you know. And then what happens is something else which is interesting is that if you're given a pill and that pill's given to you by a fucking person of authority and saying this is going to fix you, and then it doesn't, what happens is your brain goes, well, then you must be even more fucked up than you thought because the pill that's supposed to fix everybody doesn't fix you. What? Do you know what I mean? And then that's a fucking
Mhm.
cycle. So fuck all that noise, man. You've been dealing with this shit all your life. You've got this. Just, pull your finger out, put your big boy pants on, smoke a joint, hit
I've
the
been
pleasure
doing it.
button, and, have a coconut smile. Just hit that pleasure button, baby. Exactly. Just fucking nail that shit. But yeah,
Oh
man,
my
that's the
god.
part. That's the main takeaway I think for a lot of this stuff. And I think that's a lot of people resonate. There's no more tough love anymore, man. No one gives anybody any fucking tough love. Nobody says like, listen, I get what you're going through. Like we've all gone through it, but like, fucking stop being a bitch, right? Do you know what I mean? Every time you feel the
Yeah,
anxiety,
Brad,
go
stop
out for
being
a
a
fucking
bitch.
jog. Do push-ups until your shoulders blow out. Do sit-ups until you cannot stand up anymore. Do stand up and do fucking 300 squats, right? And then tell me how fucking depressed or anxious you feel after that. Even if you don't want to do those
Fuck
things, man.
depression. My hip be done for.
Wow, well then do push-ups, man. Fucking, do you know what I mean? Whatever it is. Hold your fucking breath. Like whatever it is to get you out of the mindset.
Can't do that one either.
Bro, you
I don't
gotta have
have
a little
that.
ice
I
boy,
don't have.
jump in
I
a
don't have
bucket
the
of
lung
ice.
capacity to hold my breath.
See,
Well,
even that, right? There's a book by a guy called Robert McEwen called The Oxygen Advantage, and it's for exactly what you're talking about. What it is exercises to help your body deal with carbon monoxide, or dioxide, which is the one that your body takes in. One's poisonous.
Carbon
Monoxide.
dioxide is what you exhale.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the book explains that when you're breathing in, you're breathing in a load of stuff, right? But like when you breathe out, most of the stuff you breathe out is still oxygen. It's like 60%. When you're exercising, even heavy exercise, you're still breathing out like 30% oxygen. And the reason why you're out of breath isn't because your body's not getting enough oxygen when you exercise. It's because your body doesn't know how to deal with carbon dioxide, which is the carrier that takes the oxygen cells from your lungs to the blood, to your blood cells, right? So you need the carbon dioxide to do that. But what's happening is because you have zero tolerance of it. So in this book, he has these exercises where you hold your breath, but on the out breath, you're just sitting there normally. You do a couple of breaths and then you breathe all the way out and you hold your breath and hold your nose and time that as much as you can. You do that like for repetitions of 3, 4, 5. These are how these free divers, those divers that do the fucking down the rope thing and they go like miles down
mhm.
and they come back up. This is how they train their bodies to be able to hold their breath for 15 minutes at a time. Is because they're adapted to carbon dioxide. And that's a great book as well. So the point of all this is that there's still things that you can do if you're not thinking within the box of my doctor told me this, so therefore I've got ADHD, or therefore I cannot do these. Like, do you know what I mean? When you're a fucking retarded, the world is open.
So how much would the
How do I
subscription
get a
fee
check?
be for like for the Neuralink? How much
Yeah.
extra for the hold your breath for 15 minutes like a diver? Like
How much extra for
I,
that
I
implant just to have it immediately matrix fucking downloaded into your brain?
yeah,
I don't know, man. I think keep it like $5.99 to begin with. Let's see how inflation
I
goes.
think
Probably
that's
go up.
got to be an add-on. You got to
I don't
pay
know, right?
extra for that
Exactly.
one.
Exactly.
I
You don't
would,
want to be like the video game market where everything's like $69.99 and everything is just a fucking
right.
add-on. You want the complete package every time you pay for something. It's not like a subscription.
Yeah, yeah. You're getting your value, but also, you're paying for it. So it is what it is. But yeah, no, I would definitely 15 minutes like that. Sign me up.
I mean,
Put that and do those deep diving missions. Jesus Christ. Um, what plug have we not done tonight? Sorry to be so ridiculous about it. We hit the
so who
Chiba
are
Pet
your
one.
sponsors anyway? Which sponsors do you guys have? Are they all like weed companies, or do you have like other stuff?
Oh
Or
yeah,
there's
primarily.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
primarily weed sponsorship.
the first one was High Nine. Um, I'm gonna go take the tour at the production facility in Wisconsin here in Green Bay on Friday. Actually, really excited about that one. Kind of getting into the understanding, maybe become like a official brand ambassador for the state. Um, Cashman, he's when they open up in Ohio, he's going to be, I guess, doing the same thing next month, maybe the following month. Fingers crossed.
Something like
Um,
that, yeah.
but then we
So
got
is it
DOS
like really
filter,
high in THC content? Like what kind of flavors do they have and stuff, man?
2 milligrams.
10% or 10 milligrams, and then they got pineapple, fucking his favorite,
Blackberry.
goddamn blackberry, limeade, and then half and half tea, watermelon flavor. They're all pretty good.
So is it
I'm a
all like
pineapple flavor guy.
it's all made in the States then, all locally made
Yep,
or what?
everything. They have different breweries that make it in various different states. Like there's one in Wisconsin, there's one in I believe there's Florida. Oh man, I'd have to pull up the map, but it's mainly based in Texas. But the production they like to keep it i- local, if you will, to where they're going to be merchandising it, retailing it for
That's
shipping and
really
all that
good, man.
stuff.
Shelf
Like
So
life.
especially when a company's promoting local, not only business but like also like staff and workers and stuff, because they could just make it out of
hmm
one place, right? And just ship it everywhere and keep the costs low. But like those are the kind of companies that you want to support, really, the ones that are keeping it about
yeah,
the 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 good product, the where they're sourcing, where it's manufactured, who's working for them. That's all important stuff, man. So that's pretty cool.
And it's all
right.
real juice and coconut water. Like it's real, it's
That's
healthy
sick.
for you.
Such a shame we
Well
can't get
done.
anything like that over here in the UK, man. I could order some, but like I would get a phone call from customs. Dude, I ordered stuff from Onnit, right? When I first started listening to Rogan years and years ago. And I got a call from customs. They were like, I just want to go through some of these ingredients with you, right? They're like, where did you buy this stuff? And I showed them the website. They're like, just show us the website because some of these we have to just make sure that they're compliant. And they did. And then I had to pay extra duty on top. So
Mm,
like the protein thing that cost me like $50, I had to pay an extra $30 on top to get it through fucking customs or whatever the fuck it was. So, but like with that, there'd be no way because obviously it has
yeah.
THC in it.
When they're going to be working on a 4 milligram one. Oof, I shouldn't even be saying that, but they're working on 4 milligram one because there's like 2 states in America that don't
Formula,
fully allow the 4 milligram,
four
formula
milligram.
for
Oh, I thought you meant like
yeah.
fucking baby formula. I was like, all right, listen. Okay,
They're
said formula.
reducing they're taking the THC down. So I wonder if that will open the door
Ooh.
up to I don't know the hemp law on how low it has to be, but I feel like this might open the door up to at least UK. That would be exciting. But
The problem we have in the UK
um,
is the person who's in charge of this is how corrupt it is over here, right? So the person who's in charge, the person who keeps petitioning it for it to stay illegal for recreational use, is a barrister or she's like a minister, something like that. But her husband is the owner of the only legal marijuana farms in the UK, so he has the monopoly on on that. So she keeps it illegal so that he can be the only one growing in the UK, and that's how that works. But
Hey, Hope, thanks for stopping in.
you know,
First time in the chat.
touch on your news. You brought up all the cocaine in our government. I was dropping in your comments like when I was in the army, we had cocaine on the army supply list, and everybody was laughing about it. We were joking about it, and I spent a little time on Grok this morning. I said, well, who was the supplier? And come to find out, it's fucking Merck, like one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in,
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah, yeah.
Christ. They're just legally producing, cocaine, and they have a distributor for cocoa that's inside America. They don't have to go get it from Colombia. No, no, they make it all right here in good old USA. It's
Yep.
medical grade cocaine, but only if you qualify for it or a high enough rank to get it ordered. So I
Medical
was
grade.
jealous.
That's
You know,
impressive.
the
I'm
special
not
forces
shitting you.
medics could get it. That was one of the things they could get. I didn't have privy to it, but we could see it on the order list when I was in the motor pool for all the different mechanic pieces and stuff. They had everything was available if you had a clearance, and it was red cocaine. Like, so what if I placed this order? What what would happen?
Well, all the canes. So like even
You
like
should have just
Novocaine.
tried it one time right before you were getting out. Like, let me just go ahead and.
Well, that was a fun.
Any of the canes are
Wasn't a
all
lot made of that.
derivative of coca, right? So like Novocaine, the stuff they use to numb your teeth with at the dentist, that's basically a derivative of cocaine.
Sure.
I've never done this stuff, but I hear it numbs your teeth when you do a line of it. Somebody that I know that's tried it has told me one time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it
correct.
is derived of the same thing. The thing that surprises me is that like how nobody, even with like bubble ponics, hydroponics, all the types of grows that we figured out how to do, LED lights, fucking all the different types of bulbs. No one's figured out how to grow cocoa leaves anywhere outside of certain climates in this one region in South America, like on a mass scale, right? Do you know what I mean? It's really weird. Or if it is being
That's a pretty
grown and
fair
they
point. I
figured
mean,
it out,
honestly,
no one's telling anybody about it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's probably one dude in like California, some fucking old hippie dude, like from up north California somewhere, who's figured this shit out. It's just like, dude,
no, I got it locked in.
dude,
Jesus Christ. That's a
keep
good
this
point,
shit to
though.
yourself.
Um, I don't know where we go from with
Anyway,
government
sorry
grade
about
cocaine
the
next.
run off into the cocaine. Back to your sponsors, man. We were weed.
I
And
like
this cocaine.
cocaine. I used to like
Um,
cocaine.
well, on Cashman's head there, he's got the DOS. That was, I believe, our second sponsor. I'm just going in order. They're the guys that do the filters for the marijuana cigarettes. They also got these fancy banana cones here. Um, Now, these filters again, we don't know a percentage of carcinogen. That's always going to be improper, but it's definitely the carbon filters, so they're reducing a good portion. But if anything, they're just keeping the tar out of your fucking mouth. You're not getting shit flying in your mouth. It's just keeping a good clean smoke. Papers are good, nice burning. And then the next one was Chiba Pet. I, um, I- that'd be interesting. But they just send you the hemp seeds, and I get them sent to my house in Wisconsin. I still don't think they can make it to UK because that would probably. um,
No,
but
it's weird, man. Like
if you're
I
in,
can't even order beef jerky over here from the United States
yeah,
because it's not classed as food. Your food isn't classed as food in a lot of places, bro. I can
that
tell
is
you.
so stupid. But yeah, for anybody who's watching right now, if you want to grow your own marijuana, and you're concerned about local laws, I mean,
Here, just be
obviously,
quiet.
you know, chill,
Just
but
If your
you
windowsill
can
looks like a
order.
desert, you're missing out. Transform it into a lush oasis with Chiba Pet. Chiba Pet planter kits make it easier than ever to grow your own weed at home. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, our all-in-one kits have everything you need, from planter to Nutrisoil to auto-flowering seeds. And don't worry about seed quality, we back them with our Chiba Pet seed guarantee. Imagine waking up to the sight of your own thriving buds, knowing you grew them from scratch. It's not just about the harvest, it's about the journey and the joy of nurturing life. Plus, it's a great way to de-stress and connect with nature, right from your own home, so why wait? Get started today and bring a little green into your life. Use code Higher Values to save 20% on your first Chiba Pet planter kit. Visit chibapet.com and start growing your happiness now.
Bro, I love the British
yeah, that's the
AI
other one.
voiceover. That's fucking amazing. Did you use 11 Labs for that?
I use NVIDIA for that
Oh,
one.
okay.
NVIDIA AI Studio. Um,
That's pretty smooth. That's
and
pretty
I've
awesome.
actually learned after I made that one that I can change the narrator's accent to like 45, 50 different fucking things. Like if I want him to speak Vietnamese, he'll spit out Vietnamese. But if I want him to, be more American, um, there's a couple different ones that I can use. But American Midwestern is probably the most clean cut. But that British guy, no, I enjoy him. Cashman, he doesn't like him that much. I think he's great. He's really persuasive for me. He
If you're
seems
selling to an
trustworthy.
American market, if you're selling to the American market, it's very well known that a British accent, especially like a slightly upper middle class British accent, sells more. It puts more
Hmm.
value on whatever it is you're selling. This it's just like that perceived.
It's elegant.
Uh, it's elegant, yeah. Whereas here in the UK, the accent that does that is more of a simple accent. It's not a posh accent. Like we still use British accents, but it's more like it's almost northern, almost. So like they're
Mm,
very specific with what accents they use for what thing. So for example, if you call like a complaint line here in the UK for whatever it is, the complaint line that you're complaining, your mobile phone, whatever, right? It's always going to be an Irish person or like an old Scottish lady, right? Because their voice is so calming and soothing that you forget whatever it is you're calling up. You're not going to be mean to somebody who's like, "You're right there, fella. How's it going? How's the baby?" Like, you know what I mean? Like a nice Irish dude. You're like, "All right, okay, this is calming, soothing voice," and they use that on purpose. You never fucking pick up a complaint line and have like a Cockney, right? All right, mate, fucking, what you doing? What you want, son? You got a complaint? Fuck off. Like you're never gonna get that, right? So they use accents very specifically, and with the American market, it's quite well known that like, yeah, if you put a British accent on it. The one that I use is called 11 Labs, and the good thing about that is that you could just record your voice with the tonalities and everything that you want, and then throw it in there and have the accent changed, but keep like how you structure your sentences, how you the pauses, everything like that is exactly the same. So just you
That's
put your recording
impressive.
in and then choose a voice from the list. You can even make your own voices, and then within that as well, it has like how exaggerated do you want it, how less, how close to source, how many variations. There's loads of variations to do it. But yeah, that's the one I use for the voices and the different voices in my one when I do them.
cool.
But anyway, boys, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you, man, because it's like 4:45 here. And
Later,
I
bro.
have to, bro.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure, man. Let me
Well,
know if you
thank
guys
you.
want to do it again sometime.
Uh,
Absolutely.
I would love it and be honored. I greatly appreciate you stopping by and fucking hanging out. This has been a blast. Thank you.
Next
Thank you
time
very
we
much, man.
plan it, we can plan an earlier show time. We'll just plan it out earlier ahead of
I don't
time, and
mind,
we'll
man.
just.
These are my hours anyway. I'm probably gonna have something to eat now,
I mean, if
and
you're cool with it, we're cool with it. But
All right.
if you down the road you want to do a little earlier, we can do that too.
cool,
So
man. I'm
You
easy.
want
I'm
to
easy.
enter the next pork off? That's okay too.
yeah,
I don't think my partner would ever let me live that down. But thank you, bro. I'm good. But anyway, thank you very much, man. It's been amazing. I'll see you guys on the flip flop. For fun.
yep.
Have
Thanks,
a good one.
brother. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Sir, do you think you can rotate yourself?
Any?
Yeah.
Well, he's not
Uh,
talking to me.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
wow, that was. Hey, now I feel like we really got to. Aside from the mask, I'm a little disappointed. My sources were wrong. Um,
Your, well, your
that's
source
okay.
was fucking Brenda, bro.
So I really feel like we got to know who Greenman is.
Yeah.
Maybe not
Yeah.
totally, but
Absolutely.
a little behind the mask. Um, appreciate him stopping by. That was interesting. I'm still not totally sold on Neuralink, but he's got me.
You and Green Man gonna be in there holding hands, getting your fucking Neuralinks together. What you mean? Getting your cum buttons.
Mm,
Either that or you gonna be putting your wife in the fucking line to get her cum button.
well, I figured they're gonna have to it's going to be a double deal. You know, you got to get the whole family lined up, and I get it. That's fine. That's fair.
Chris, you
You
getting
know,
a fucking Neuralink?
I ain't got the brain for it.
well, that's the thing. It'll give you the brain. It
Yeah.
opens up all the doorways. It gives you unlimited potential, unlimited come buttons. Um, there's a
Yeah,
lot
like
to it.
Greenman said, you could just be like, "Come now," and you would come.
Increase your hearing, increase your eyesight. You know, live at peak life for the next 20, 30 years, and then
But here's the thing.
you
Why
just
would I
tap
want to
out.
fix my hearing and listen to all the bullshit?
And that's true. I would
I'd
probably end
rather
up
go
turning my
listen and
shit
all this
off.
shit. Yeah. That's
I'd
too
end
much
up turning my
bullshit
shit
going on.
off.
I mean,
I'll take it hour long if they got it.
So hold up. So if you're in the chat still and you haven't tried High 9
right.
and you're in the United States and you're 21 and older, drop a comment right now because we have 4 sample packs to give away and you're about to win one. I don't even care if you won one before, just fucking comment and you're winning one. Because let's give them
Do
away.
you want them?
Yeah, you want them? Get them. I don't even care. Crimson
I
Ghost?
mean,
Okay, you got one. Cool. There you go.
I don't even think she knows what she was commenting about at that point. She might have been talking about before, which is fine.
Probably. But you just
But
won High 9 sample.
I mean, we get it. There's probably about a couple more people in here. We got 10 more, 15 more minutes left.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes left.
Overall, this was
You want to play the High 9? We may as well drop the High 9 media for them.
well.
You did
Let's
work
go ahead
so
and do
hard for
that.
it today.
And after that, if we have any guests who are still here, stick around because I'm hoping we're going to get Cashman to finally play the "How gay is he?" test. I think we need to do it.
I don't know. He could down the glizzy. I do know that much.
Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the world of High 9, a unique cannabis-infused beverage that'll change the way you think about your daily drink. So what should you expect when drinking High 9? First off, let's talk about the effects. The different ingredients in High 9 each bring something special to the table. If you're trying the caffeinated flavors, you'll feel a spark of focus and energy right away. But the real star here is the THC. Now, let's not forget about the electrolytes from coconut water. They kick in right from the first sip, keeping you hydrated and feeling fresh. And the organic food-based vitamins in Grand Fusion, they'll metabolize last, replenishing your nutritional stores and giving you that natural energy boost. Basically, the combined effects will leave you feeling amazing. Effects can last anywhere from 1.5 to 4 hours, depending on your body's unique chemistry. Wondering about storage? Good news. High 9 doesn't need cold storage. It's shelf-stable at room temperature. Sure, it tastes best cold, but you can sip it throughout the day or even save half for tomorrow. It's not carbonated, so the last sip will be just as good as the first. Now, onto legality. High 9 uses hemp-derived Delta-9 THC with less than 0.3% THC concentration on a dry weight basis. That makes it federally legal under the 2018 Farm Act. But heads up, if you have a drug test coming up, you will test positive for THC after drinking High 9. So there you have it. High 9 is a game changer in the cannabis beverage world, offering unique effects, easy storage, and legal peace of mind. Until next time, stay hydrated, stay energized, and enjoy your High 9.
Use code Higher Values to save 20%.
The fucking lettering on that's still wrong, Brad.
Yeah, you're right. But you know, who proofreads? So it's
Not
code,
us.
what's that? Higher value? No S,
Higher
I believe.
values.
We just got
It's
the code changed. Give us a break. All right, I got it pulled up. Here we go. Are you gay? First question.
No, but my boyfriend is.
Don't talk about Brad like that.
Okay. Taylor Swift is.
A Madonna, Cher, Lady Gaga wannabe.
Yes.
I
I was
understand
gonna
that.
say I was gonna say who, but you know.
I love hot underwear. Don't care about my underwear. Usually don't wear good underwear, but love to.
I usually don't wear good underwear, but would love to.
What the fuck is underwear?
Okay. Where do you usually meet people?
I don't
He,
like people.
he's clearly on that grinder.
I don't like people, all right? Have you ever had your eyebrows plucked, waxed, or in some other way modified?
Yeah,
Yes?
I'm not an animal.
Mm-hmm. How many different perfumes do you have? I don't use perfume. Less than 3. More than 7. I lost count.
He's on
Um,
he's on the I lost count.
I don't fucking know.
Currently, do you have one cologne? One spray?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Take some time to
Yeah,
think about your friends. Who are they? Mostly straight girls, mostly straight guys, mostly gay guys, mostly lesbians. Where you at? Be honest here.
mostly straight guys. Well, I don't know. I kind of question you, so.
Okay, now
But,
think about Tuesday's show.
uh,
Well, mostly straight guys. That's fine. Your favorite drink? Is it a cocktail, water, iced latte, beer?
It's
You
beer.
don't care.
It's
Now, if
beer.
your favorite drink is high nine, it's a cocktail. So,
It's beer.
I mean, out of that list, if it is per se that list, I'm choosing beer.
Told you.
how many pairs of shoes? 1 pair per season? Way too many.
Bro, I got 2 pairs of shoes.
That's way too many. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn, I gotta do that. Fine, I'll do the email. I didn't have to do that last time. Rude.
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know.
Brad's gonna get that info and be like, well,
Ooh,
45% gay. What were you,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
62?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
45 though. I feel like I knew it.
45 and fabulous, baby.
You got hope. There's potential.
Guess what? Next week, Chris is taking that bitch.
nope.
You
Oh,
are.
yeah. Motherfucker.
I
Yes,
will
you
not.
are. Either
I
you're
will
taking it
not.
or I'll take it for you. I'll take it for you. It'll be just fine.
Brad, you don't know me enough to take it for me. Him,
I do.
you know.
Right.
I got
So
you. I'm going to take that bitch for you.
you'll
But
tell me
here's the
the
thing.
answers. I'll click the buttons.
This fuck stick up here will probably fucking say all the wrong answers just to be a fucking ass.
I'm shooting for that 99 100.
Don't talk about yourself like that.
I'm
Oh,
willing to bet
shit.
it's at least 40. And that's okay. We're all on that maybe. Don't ask,
We're
don't
gonna
tell.
have to pull investigator up here one night and get his ass on this test too.
Yeah, we'll let him do the test before me. I'll be the last one. There we go. Next week will be investigator, and the week after that will be me.
All right.
Speaking of next
That
week,
seems fair.
we really hadn't made a statement on whether we were gonna have a show next week regarding with Thanksgiving and everything. We are gonna have a show on Wednesday night.
Oh shit.
I don't know if we're doing anything Tuesday night. Do you know?
I think we're gonna have a show.
I'm assuming
I think,
probably Tuesday and Wednesday as normal.
yeah.
We do have a guest, but I will drop that information later.
Sunday, whatever. I want to say, double check the timestamp. If hope is still real, is still in the comments. And I think yes, please was to the high nine. I think maybe. If
Maybe.
so,
I didn't even see
um,
that.
I just looked over at. I don't know when that came up. I
Is
need
she
to
still
that
in here?
X.
I need to get that. That needs incorporated in this bad.
Yeah, I don't have the timestamp on X, but I feel like that's recent. If so, if you're still here, hey, reach out to us, or I hope you already have.
Absolutely.
I'll have to check. Yeah, we'll get you
She said the yes please was
squared
to the
away.
sideways guy rotating his camera. Um,
Okay.
are you
Well, if
interested
you want
in
to try
winning
that,
a high nine sample pack? We have some to give away.
we have. So, the fact you're still in here means you're still qualified.
If you want one, it's yours. You're
Okay.
all about the
So yeah,
samples too. It's yours. Sold. DM
there
the
you go.
show the information and we will get it set up for you.
Just like
And
The
that.
if it
sample
don't get to
pack,
you in a prompt time, then it's their fault, not mine.
Jenny,
We
the
get
sample pack is a sample pack of the High Nine drink that sponsors our show. Um, it was that commercial we just played a minute ago. Yeah, you got a boxer on you. Yeah.
these guys here. Yeah,
So
the
it's got 10
caffeine free.
milligrams, 10 milligrams of THC. They have caffeine free, and they have caffeine versions. But there's blackberry, watermelon, half and half, which is like a tea. Um, then they have limeade and what's the other one?
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Um,
Yeah.
but
So in the sample pack, you get them all. You get to try it
yeah,
out. I think it's like
but you get to
10
try them all
total.
in the sample
But
pack. So Jenny, you're in this chat. If you're interested in one of those, you're more than welcome to DM the show your shipping information, and we will get that sent out to you.
man, all right, we
As
got a few
always,
more minutes
guys,
here.
we appreciate the support. HigherValues420.com is now live. If you want to hop over there and check out all the cool projects and stuff we have going on behind the scenes that we haven't exactly really announced yet. But there's a lot of cool stuff coming around. So just, be on the lookout. Big things coming.
We're gonna keep having fun. Honestly, just to recap, I'm really excited. Not just for you know, next season. Man, this show with the Green Man, this was really great. I don't want to say I can't wait to just have him back on, but there's a few guests we've had on that that they
Yeah.
it's been great experience. I can't wait to see them again in season 2, and I'm glad that he's now going to be a part of one of those people, and he's willing to come back. And we're just I did not know, we had no
Absolutely.
idea. We scripted what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes of like what are we going to talk about, but like I think that's the beauty of it. Just
Mhm.
let's just experience, getting down the Neuralink thing. Like, Jesus Christ. Um, I was forever against that. And he raised so many good points right away. I'm like, okay.
So, as always, guys, you can always catch us here Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time at YouTube, X, Twitch, and Kick. Higher Values 420. As always, we'll catch you later. See you guys. Take us out of here,
Next week.
Corey.
Yeah, we came up from the bottom, now we top tier. Brendo and Cashman, everyone give a cheer. Higher values in the game, we're the pioneers. Speaking loud, raising high, forget all the fear. Yeah, this is the moment, we let the world know. Values that matter, let the truth flow. Brendo and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. Brando and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. From the mic to the world, we uplift and inspire. Thanks for riding with us, let's take it higher.
Okay, so strap in, strap on. We're getting ready to go past moon, straight to Uranus.